Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to all my regular digglers. Welcome back to all my day ones. And if you are passing by, please do stop, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more of this pretty face. I hope that you guys are well. So you guys have been asking me and sliding into my DMs on how I got my first car straight out of university. And if you didn't slide in my DMs, it's okay, big girl, because this video is for you as well. So in today's vlog, I will be sharing some tips on how I got my first car, or in general, how to get your first car, especially if you're straight out of university or if you just got your new job, whatever the situation is. So please do leave comments down below, and I hope that you do enjoy this vlog or this video. So let's jump straight into it. Here you go. So if you guys do see me looking down, just know that I've written everything down here, so that I know exactly what to tell you guys and that I don't forget. So first things first, you need to get a job, especially if your parents are not well off, if you're not coming from a rich family. I would suggest that first thing, get yourself a job, right? Get yourself a job. A job is obviously important because if you are somebody that is looking for vehicle finance, or if you're looking for a bank loan, or whatever, because guys, a car doesn't fall out of the sky or doesn't fall from the sky. So get yourself a job, right? And when it comes to jobs, I'm not saying take whatever, but at least take a decent paying job, especially if you are a graduate, a new graduate, a fresh graduate. So if you are a new graduate, just try and take any job that you do get. Well, not any, but a job, like a decent job, right? Get yourself a job so that when you do apply for vehicle finance, you will have contract of employment. But we will get there. We will definitely get there. So rule number one, get yourself a job, right? Get yourself a job, and that gives you, that has a pay slip, because I don't know, do we still have jobs without pay slips? I don't know. So get yourself a job, right? Or if you are somebody, maybe you do come from a rich family, you do come a well-off family, but you just have pride and you don't want them to assist you. So getting yourself a job would be the first step that you would do. And then secondly, what I would advise you as a young person who wants to buy themselves a car, secondly, you need to have a credit record. Mdase, because a credit record, it actually it helps banks actually check how good you are with credit, how good are you in paying on time, especially if you're not going to be saving for a vehicle, if you're going to be either going the route of a bank loan or vehicle finance. It is very important that you do have a credit record. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, it doesn't have to be anything big. You can get yourself a clothing account, Mr. Price, Foschini, whatever. I don't think cell phone contracts do apply in this case. And also, guys, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you guys my experiences and what I know, right? So you need to have like a good credit record for banks to actually recognize you, because they do credit checks, and it does play a vital big role. So if you are somebody that has accounts, like for instance, I have an account at Rage. My brother first told me about accounts. I think I was doing my first year in university, so he was like, no, you need to have credits. You need to have credits, a good credit record. Like build your credit so that bazakwazi ukuthemba man. Kanti ingabi ngathi sisiporho. Ngathi isiporho. Yes, you know, I know when it comes to credits, we as people, we have like a connotation. Oh no, credit, blah 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 blah. People have a lot of people have their own thoughts and their own views around credit, but then in a nutshell, it comes back when it all comes back at the end of the day, it's there to help you. So I think if you want to buy a car and you don't have credit, I think you want to open that bank account. Oh, no, not bank account, that clothing account or that rage account now, as in right now. You need to do a research. You need to do research in terms of which brand do you want, whether you're going to be buying a second hand pre-owned, or you're going to be buying a brand new car, right? People have different views on pre-owned cars and brand new cars, but reality is not everybody can afford a brand new car. Like myself, my car is not a brand new one. Like, it's definitely not a brand new one. It was a pre-owned car, right? And I got it on some good bucks. So if you are a student, or no, if you are a student and if you are a new graduate, you just got yourself a job, you just graduated, maybe you just might want to consider getting a pre-owned car. Reason why I say you might want to consider a pre-owned car. Number one, a brand new car is expensive. A brand new car is expensive unless if then by all means you can go for a brand new car. But in the time and day that we're living in, you know, let's face reality, not a lot of people do have that amount of money, right? To actually go for a brand, especially when you just got your job. You know, you have a lot of things to consider, and spending all your money, the money that you have saved, or asking for a bank loan, especially if you're going to be taking a bank loan. If you want a brand new car, then it simply means that you're going to have to apply for a huge sum of money, right? Also depending on what you qualify for. So that is why I say a second-hand car, a good second-hand car at that, you know, can last you for many years, especially when you maintain the car, take it to service, you know, like take extra good care of your car. Like, I mean, it's your baby, it's your first baby. Why would you not want to take good care of it? Do you know what I mean? So what you would then do, you go around to dealerships, whatever you like, whatever it is that you have always wanted, you shop around, you do test driving. I did a test drive. My brother was driving. I did a test drive with my car. You do a test drive, you know, we've okay, I sure. Yole. You do a test drive and you just familiarize yourself with the space of the car and everything. But what I advise is, the reason why I say do shopping and not just online. Don't just check Google for cars. Don't just check Ford online. Don't just check or Renault online. Like, what you see on the internet might vary from what is in the actual store. So that is why I say go inside the store, go to the dealership, and then just actually have a look around, shop around, and see what you like. Spectacles on, guys. That's why I'm squinting my eyes. Moving right along. So there are three ways. Well, I believe there are three ways in which a person can buy a car. It's either you save up, right? It's either you save up, which is something that is very, very, very difficult for most of us to do. Like, in all honesty, saving has never been easy, you know. So if you are a person that cannot save, like myself, if you, well, I can save, but not like huge amounts, you know. If you are somebody that says, oh, okay, I want to have a car in 6 months, let me start saving for the next 6 months. If you're somebody that is like, no, if you're somebody that can't save anything, I get 4.5 or 5,000 a month, then child, trust me, you won't get there in 6 months. So try and be realistic with yourself, because then at the end of the day you still have other things that you need to take care of. You still have other responsibilities as well. So if not saving, then I would advise if a vehicle finance. But then also vehicle finance can be a bit tricky, because if you are somebody that don't have credit, as I had said earlier on, if you do not have credit, it's going to be very difficult for banks to actually to approve, or for these dealerships to approve your application for vehicle finance. So if you are somebody that don't have credit record, do consider that credit record. And yeah, so vehicle finance or a bank loan. So with a bank loan, it is either you go to your personal bank. I don't want to speak for other banks, because I don't bank with other banks. With me personally, I bank with Nedbank. So what they have done is no, I'm not gonna tell you what they've done. So yeah, it depends on the bank that you use, right? It thoroughly depends on the bank that you use, but Nedbank is very good, and Standard Bank is also good. So you apply for a personal loan, and not a vehicle loan, not a mortgage loan, not anything, but a personnel, a personal loan. And then once you have applied for that personal loan, right, they don't know what you're going to use it for. They don't know whether you're going to use it for a trip to Dubai, whether you're going to use it to do a wardrobe makeover or whatever. They don't know. They're just giving you the cash. Bah! Like, here's the money. Take it. It's yours. But you just need to pay them every month in installments. So you just might want to consider going that route, applying for a personal loan, then a vehicle finance. What you also just would want to consider when you are looking for a car, you found the car, always take somebody with you who is more experienced in cars. Never ever, I repeat, never ever go alone. If you have no clue about cars, if you have no idea, if you have never owned a car in your entire life, you can't go alone if you have owned a car. But I just feel that it's best to have somebody else's opinion who is more experienced than you by your side, so that they can accompany and tell you, okay, no, I feel that this is like a bad decision. I feel like, oh no, how about you take this one? And I think that if you take somebody along, right, who is more experienced, they will actually be able to give you advice. Or they'll be like, no, this is what I did. No, how about you do it this way? And in that way, when you actually sit down, you have your car, you'll be like, oh, I see you. Your plan is your plans or your advice was actually great at the end of the day. So do take somebody who is more experienced than you, who knows the car game, who's been there, done that. Bye, Felicia. You know what I mean? So you just might want to consider somebody who has been there before, and who knows what they're doing. Most important, guys, when you get yourself a car, when you decide to buy a car, right, you should always know that there's always going to be additional cost. Like, fine, now you got your car, you have the car that you want, there's always going to be additional costs. And when I say additional costs, like name changing, especially if it's like a pre-owned car, name changing, roadworthy, it's just a lot of things. And I think that you also need to be financially secured for those little things, should a car need anything, because it's a pre-owned car. If you're going for a pre-owned car, so it's going to need all of those things. Roadworthy, it needs to be cleared off at a traffic department. It's just a lot of things that you need to consider. So what I would advise you to do is put in consideration, or know that you're going to have additional costs. So for example, if for instance, if you decide to buy a car at We Buy Cars, fine, and smart, and you're like, oh honey, I love you and I'm taking you. And then, for example, say the car is ranging at 58k or whatever. It won't be exactly 58k. Maybe it might end up being 61k. You understand? Because of I think it's called VAT. Yeah, it's VAT. There's like a lot of things that's called VAT. Besides from the name changing, it's just a lot of things. So just ensure that you do always have extra cash or extra money for those additional costs. Moving on to one of the other important things is you need to consider, or no, not you need to consider, that no, comes down to which transmission you're going to buy, whether it's going to be an automatic or it's going to be a manual. So now on these two things, right, I would like to say that it is more based on preference. Just before I do close, right, I've had a couple of questions, right. I had a couple of questions, like people sliding into my DM, as I had said. People would ask me like a lot of questions, man. Well, they asked me a lot of questions, like why did I choose the Renault brand? For me personally, I feel like the reason why I chose Renault is because it is fuel saving. I don't want to lie. It is fuel saving, and it's convenient, and it's very convenient. For me, and plus I've always just loved that car, especially like a Quid. Like I just feel like it's so nice and small. It's nice and small, but then I didn't end up going for a Quid, but it was still within like the Renault range. Most important for me, it is fuel saving, right? You can fuel up, say about 800 rand. You fill up 800 rand, 900. Like that petrol will literally last you for like a month. It will last you for a month and maybe like the first week of the following month. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So that is why I chose a Renault. And then I also had another question, was did I pay deposit for the car? No, I did not pay deposit for the car because I didn't get it. It's not a vehicle finance, or it's not a vehicle finance, right? I didn't put deposit down for the car. What I did, I just bought it cash, right? I bought it cash. I as in cash, but not deposit, like here is a certain amount. Now you reduce my vehicle loan, or my installment that I'm going to be paying to you. I didn't pay any deposit. Yeah. And then I had another one that asked me whether the car is a new one or it is a pre-owned car. It's not a new car, guys. It's a pre-owned car. Like ngayithatha imali yothenga, not that ngayithatha at this current moment, like my situation forced me, or my situation was like, no, get a pre-owned car. That is what you can afford. That is what you can afford at the moment. You by time you'll get to the Mercedes Benz, you'll get to the brand new cars, imoto engazange yatshorelwa. Like, you will get there, but for now, just get a pre-owned car. As long as it's a very, very good pre-owned car. Like, I won't lie, my one, it only had about one owner. It had one owner, so even the kilometers were very low. The tires, everything was absolutely still brand new about the car. So yeah. And also, for those wondering where I got it or where I bought it from, I bought my car at We Buy Cars. You should actually go and check them out. They have pretty cool sales. Like, I'm telling you, you can never go wrong. And then other question was, is my car a manual or an automatic? My car, guys, is a manual. I have a manual. My transmission is a manual, not an automatic. I did want an automatic, but then up until my brother was like, no, don't get an automatic because of the reasons that I had stated earlier on in the video. So that is why I decided to go for a manual, right? So, but also, guys, as I said, it also depends on preference, man. Like, if you want to get a manual, if you want to get an automatic, like, girl, boy, do whatever that suits you. Do what you feel is okay for you, right? Right. I hope that really helped you. I hope I hope that I wasn't speaking a lot of gibberish in this video. I hope that you guys truly did enjoy this vlog, and if you have anything that you want to share, please do leave a comment down below. And if you want to correct me on anything, if you had like a different experience, if you had a different way of doing things, if you have a different view, please do drop your comments down below. I'm sure it definitely will help most or a lot of people who will actually click on this video, and when they see a comment down below, they might be like, oh no, but this video didn't help me, but your comment down here is actually helpful. So please do leave comments down below. If you are somebody that has had a car before, or you do have a car, you have bought your first car, please do. And I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to tell your friends to like and subscribe.